hey, if I can trust you to have my child, then I can walk you down the aisle.
Spirit eating good and the flesh getting anorexic. I got big plans.
Period.
Devil try to talking loud like he don't see the exit. Read the word and walk it out. It got my spirit two-stepping.
Welcome back to my channel. Now have a seat, followed by a sip, and please don't forget to leave on my cash out. And please don't forget to leave a tip by liking and subscribing to your girl's channel. Today we are here to talk about Queen Naija, Chris Sails, and Clarence. Okay, y'all. Let's just get into. Chris still loves Queen, but his pride and his ego is not going to allow himself to put himself in a vulnerable situation to be rejected. Who wants to be rejected? So the best way to allow yourself to stay protected is to be a little delulu for the salulu. If you get me, you get me. If you don't, you don't. So honestly, now that I've been in a marriage and been divorced, as Chris Sails has been, I ain't picking with my child's father. If what's done is done. I'm not about to come up on this internet and try to, you know, berate him, chastise him. I'm not about to come on this internet and try to get his attention, garner any type of attention from him, because at the end of the day, in the words of Glorilla, the day has to end. And I apologize for having to sound so cliche, but you know, it is what it is. Chris Sails, as we see, is not looking the best. Honestly, Chris Sails not a bad looking guy, and still to this day, he's still not a bad looking guy. However, we see where the money has went, and we've seen how the money has disappeared. Okay, the money has went to Queen Naija, and I don't want to be digging in his pockets, but you can obviously see that Chris Sails is not flaunting as much as he used to. He's not, you know, pulling up in different cars and changing his houses like how he used to. You could just kind of tell that Chris has been humbled in any type of way. In my honest opinion, when a man constantly wants, or woman constantly wants to pick and poke at their partner, I believe it's just an indicator that there's still some raw feelings for that person. And it's like the Helga Pataki, you know, when Helga Pataki basically hit Arnold and it's like, move it, football head. And then she'll go into her little, I don't know, manifestation closet and be like, oh, Arnold. He gives me that tease. He gives me the tease that he can't confess with his chest that if Queen Naija were to come back, he would allow her to come back. But because we know Queen Naija isn't gonna come back, he has to stick with the script of move it, football head, you know, and make fun of her and things of that nature. Now, I mean, there was this girl named Sunny TV way back when Biggie had the red and black with had the match. She came around Queen Naija family and them. Well, not Queen Naija, but she came around the family and them. And I just want to say, Chris, for real, low-key, from what Sunny TV told me, Queen Naija probably doesn't need to be getting married to Claire Bearer in the first place, because for real, if they couldn't even be in the same delivery room together and be copacetic, I don't know how everybody's gonna be at the same wedding and be copacetic with real, like, positive vibes. I feel like Queen and Claire, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know, don't fix it. Don't feel like you guys have to hurry up and get married. We know Queen Naija is the breadwinner. She's the breadwinner. Clarence, you know, for her saying that Clarence needs to, you know, he wants to work on his income and get his clothing line together. How long have y'all been together? Why is he now trying to get this done? And no shade to him, but it's just, why is it taking now? Because he's being pressured that he wants to get all his ducks in a row. I just kind of feel like your mama don't really like him. Your sister don't really like him. Your brother, he don't care. He's the man. He gonna stay where he stay. And Queen, you're happy the way things are, allegedly, because now, you know, you come on the internet and you post the roses and you're like, oh, Claire got me a bunch of roses. I kind of feel like that was almost, if you ask me, throwing Claire underneath the bus. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna put the cheese on the crackers. I felt like that was throwing Claire underneath the bus because I felt like you knew it was gonna get the public's attention, and you knew the women were gonna be like, oh, what's that mean? Hold on, is that a little sadness? Why she seem a little dry? I kinda feel like you should have just, you know, been a little bit more enthused, because you do know how to fake it to make it. We know this, we know this. We know this as women. Sometimes we do know how to fake it to make it. And I do also believe that Clarence, honestly, you shouldn't feel forced to want to have to marry Queen. Is it the right thing? It was the right thing as soon as she dropped that baby up out of her uterus. It was the right thing to do. But now, what's the point of putting the ring on the finger now? To give her the happy ending? Yeah, that's cool, but would Claire actually be happy? Would Claire actually be, you know, fulfilled? I mean, it seems like he's already kind of complacent where he is now, so why push him over the edge to make him feel even more like there's more responsibility on his plate that he doesn't really want to take care of right now? In my honest opinion, Queen and Clarence don't need to get married. They don't need to get married. They don't need to get married for the simple fact that if they were gonna get married, they should have did this a while ago. I feel like a baby is a true indicator of, you know, hey, if I can trust you to have my child, then I can walk you down the aisle. I didn't even know that was gonna rhyme, but I do it all the time. But you know, you get what I'm saying? And then on top of that, until Clarence and Reva really can get on the same page and be in the same room together, and he can sit at her table and eat her food, and she can sit with your mama, and they can, you know, yada 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 yada. Y'all, just again, if the program ain't broke, don't fix it. Don't feel like y'all have to get married right now. Honestly, when y'all get married, the family gets married too. And y'all's family, right? Y'all family ain't, they don't mesh. And maybe they do. Times have changed. I don't know. But from what Sunny TV had told me, she told me there's a lot of things that is beyond the surface of just Queen and Clarence. It really has a lot to do with other opinions and too many hands in the pot and people not coming together and being one. But anyway, that's just my little take on it. And as far as Chris, you know, look, bro, I don't think it's the right thing to do by keep badgering Queen Naija. If you love the girl, just say, look, I love you. I know I can't have you again. I release you. I may seem a little bitter, but I gotta be real myself. Until you can be real with yourself, Chris, you just gonna continue to put yourself in vulnerable situations to get ate up by the public. And I mean, you don't want to be the bad guy, but you keep putting yourself in positions to be the bad guy. And I do generally think that you have changed, but you gotta soften up that heart with yourself and really face reality. Because I know all your homeboys like, damn, how you fuck up the bag, my nigga? Like, how you fuck up the bag? And as far as Queen Naija, girl, I know you want to get married, but to be honest with you, I'm gonna put the cheese on the cracker. I think the moment y'all do get married now is the moment that the relationship dynamic is really gonna change, and it's not probably gonna be for the better. That's just my honest, unpopular opinion. But anyway, I'm your girl, Sunny. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to your girl. I love your comments, good or indifferent, down below. Yeah, I'm back because when I was doing the positive stuff, y'all didn't want to hear none of that. Y'all didn't want me. So yeah, I'm back. And yeah, go tell a friend to tell a friend that you know, Sunny's out here. And that's just what it is. Anyway, I'm out. Peace.
Spirit eating good and the flesh getting anorexic. God got a big plan. Period. Devil try that talking loud like he don't see the exit. Read the word and walk it out. It got my spirit two-stepping.